Yo,
Negus.
yo. Secret House Against, Tokyo-based hip-hop art and culture conversations. We're back today to discuss some underground, independent, avant-garde, experimental, abstract hip-hop business. I'm very excited to discuss this one. We're kind of having like a interesting rap voice weekend. Yeah. Also, the album titles both have portrait in it. You know what I mean?
You're the portrait.
Yeah. Yep. So far. But yeah, thank you guys for clocking in. Pay attention to all the homies that we rock with. Links in the bio. Also, all the information about this album in the bio too. Go put some money in this pocket. We are going to discuss the new Miles Cooke album. Hit him with
Keki Nest Pass un Portrait.
I thought we was going to get the French, the full French. Hey. Is that how it is? Is
no,
that
bro.
Keki? Come on, man.
This is a reference to René Magritte, Treachery of Images. Ceci n'est pas un pipe. So yeah, Ceci n'est pas un portrait.
That's
Miles
what I was
Cooke.
expecting.
There you go. Fine. French.
Fucking Keki.
Are you happy? Are you happy?
I could have fucking
Is
Keki'd
this what you want?
Like, what do you think that means?
But this is not a portrait, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's 10 songs, 32 minutes, came out on January 10th. The album dropped on Rucksack Records. They were kind enough to go ahead and push us the album a bit early, as they had heard us discuss Miles a little bit on the Sasko review, as well as the Joshua Virtue album.
Now Rama, who's on this record?
Excuse me, yeah. Artist formerly known as Joshua Virtue. Shout out to Rama.
Change name.
Yes.
Oh, word.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Joshua Virtue is dead.
Hard name.
Yeah.
Hard name.
But yeah, Miles Cooke is a producer, beat maker, MC, rapper, poet, artist, an all-in-one radical art epicenter human being, out in New York, I believe. I think he's with that rich community in New York of artists who are making the illest shit. Hester Valentine, Sun Mundi, Shamar, Black Chai,
All those cats.
Water for, Money for Water. Like, I think all of those cats are out there, and they're really just like some of the dopest cats out. I want to say that it was Shamar that told me to go check out more Miles Cooke stuff, but Deza also sent me a song by Miles Cooke to check out. And so yeah, how do we all know Miles Cooke?
The Joshua Virtue Black Box joint.
Yeah, I wasn't part of the review, but I listened to the review you guys
That
did
joint,
and stuff. So
Daisy is like straight wizardry on Cooke's part.
Oh,
Like,
so-
I even in the review I was gushing over. I'm like, how do you even make something like that? It's just so lush and rich production wise. So when Rucksack reached out and were like, we have the album, we will give you the album. I was like, yes, give me the album.
Yeah,
Give me your teeth.
Absolutely. How do you know? Did you say it already? Am I just bugging? Okay.
Yeah,
That's you picked it up, right?
Through you guys, the Josh Virtue album. I watched it. I wasn't part of it, but I watched it.
Okay. I promise I'm gonna get on my Dean and have these these discussions go a little bit better. That we haven't recorded in like a month and a half or something like that. So I got a little bit of a little ring rust, a little bit of nervous energy today.
Yeah.
I thought I made a lot of notes on the album, but I didn't make too many notes. I was there for the listening party on the Rap Music Plug podcast Discord server. And listen to Miles discuss some of the qualities of the album, the approach to the album. And then after everybody took off, there was maybe about 6 or 7 of us left in there. And Miles came back, and I was able to have a nice, lovely discussion with him about kind of his approach, how he grew up, the type of music that he loved. So I have a little bit of that perspective in mind when I'm going to be discussing this album, as we discuss the album today. And hopefully, I'd like to get Miles Cooke on the show sometime, just have an interview, because I think that it's kind of a brilliant fucking guy. Like to go right into the album, Miles is tremendously talented as a producer, and he's got a few of his own beats on this album, along with beats by Foul Monk, Jeff Markey, and Roper Williams, and I think that's it. But yeah, it's a pretty cohesive thing. But the thing that stood out to me immediately about Miles Cooke is that for a rapper who I just heard about recently, his pen is so incredibly refined and amazing. Automatically, I was like, yo, he's one of the best rappers out. I don't even mean to like over exaggerate in any way. The way that he flips a turn of phrase that new sentences all day. things I've never heard anybody say, put together in clever, poignant ways, exploding with his personality, exploding with discussing the symptoms and ills of the day, and his personal philosophy. Just fucking incredible. He starts the album off, I could have sworn I heard fate whisper, then along came the pressure, it's no great mystery, they say my name with the best of them, by any standard I'll match the tone with the banshees. Whispering Banshee, that's the first set of bars on the album, and he just explodes all the way through this with also some of the best artists out. We've got our guy Def C, known tall human being, incredible rapper, one of the best out, as well as Sketch 185 on here, and Rama. It is tremendous, this one. I highly recommend it. I was looking at my Spotify today and I saw the number of listeners on Miles Cook, and it was just like, more people need to hear about this cat. Really, I'm not being facetious or over exaggerating the slightest. Go off, guys. You guys know the parts. Like, incredible writer. And after I spent so many hours perhaps trying to type out and listen and type out, I went to go put my money, because we had that one for free, I went to go put my money onto the damn Bandcamp, and Miles was nice enough to transcribe and put all of his lyrics on there so you could read along. You could do a little karaoke with some of the best raps ever.
Shout out to you, Miles.
But yeah, I Spotify doesn't have the lyrics, so I was doing a lot of transcribing. But yeah, incredible lyricist. What you got?
I'm really enjoying on this record the line between the like natural and the supernatural. There's like a lot of kind of magical or magic realist elements to it. The kind of movement from, you have that biblical element, Book of Job Part 2, moving into, and the devil, and you have Sketch on there who has this very preacher-like presence and delivery on the album, moving into like oneiromancy, which is like the study of dream interpretation, handled with like an elegance that I think, he kind of one-ups a.k.a. on that. With the Dream Drop Dragon joint, which also had this oneiromancy as a kind of element to it. I didn't look into great detail on what all of the kind of specific ideas and themes being explored on here are, because you do get both, and that's the really cool thing about it, is that he can go like abstract, tangent, poignant point, like on the flip of a dime, right?
And it's almost as if there's like a clear through line in the meanings of songs, like a zugzwang, right? That is a term used in chess where the opposition has to make a move and you're forced to make a move. I think that's what it means. If I don't know, maybe I'll have to Google it, but I thought that's what it means and was referring to. And that song is just very clearly about them having problems with shit ass neighbors. And Def C's hilarious on that. Miles is beast on that. Like,
when did Def C say, I hate his mother for having him, I hate myself for not stabbing him? I'd
hire an assassin to kill him, but then I wouldn't be able to make the rent or some shit, like, right 4 a.m. bumping Kelly Clarkson. I'd hire a hitman, but then I couldn't pay rent for the apartment.
It's worth the bargain. Except for the fact that my neighbor's an asshole.
So dope. But the first song, Negus, right, which is either like a king term for black folks or a drink, right? It comes on and it's just like this really dark alley beat to get your ass beat to. And he starts bombing.
It threw me so much on the first listen because the production on the Miles has done, like on the work with the Sasko and everything, like it's like bright and colorful and beautiful, and then he just comes in and he's just like, I could have sworn I heard fate whisper. I'm like, oh shit, like who is this guy? This guy's trying to kill me.
That's one of the things too, is that his rapper voice was very different than his natural speaking voice. He doesn't. I had to ask. I was like, yo, is he black? Because his speaking voice was so different than, and he black, he a black man for sure. And not to say anything, but it says more about me not being able to pick up vocal qualities of people. I thought A$AP Rock was black for like 3 years. But when I first heard him, before there was internet with pictures and shit like that all over with easy access. But his rap voice is so the kind of tonal quality he has and the way that he approaches these beats, and even in contrast to the MCs that he's with, which is a variety. Like Rama, Sketch, and Def C don't really sound all that similar tonally or in their approach to writing rhymes, but he meets them on every level. This album, I really would like to emphasize like how dope some of the bars are. Like this song, he says a cat. Wait, I so many.
I got him.
So many.
Here if you want to.
I seen them running in disguise as saviors, trade props for paper, broke bread with the violators, a catalyst for disbelief suspension, most friendships only convenient, olive branch to eat with the heathens, hit him with the silent treatment. He's crazy, bro. Kill the cash cow for no reason.
Kill the cash cow for no reason.
And all right, and so this song, like niggas goes into like this happy kind of wonderful fucking beat.
That was like, okay, there we go.
Bro, you know, one of the things that he, and I like to think that I would have made the kind of association myself, but as I was discussing the album with him, and I forget how we got to the point, but we were discussing that era of definitive jukes where you went to an album and it was like an experience, and it was something that was strange and unique, but also something that had sonic qualities that would live on as just being dope music. And I am picking up upon like this kind of timeless Def Jukey-esque type of sound to the album. Like if you told me this album came out 10 years ago, I'd be like, oh shit, this shit is fire. If you told me it came out 20 years ago, I'd be like, how did I miss this? This dude's amazing, because the qualities of it all adhere to this like more of an ethics and approach to uniqueness and sound qualities and content that are kind of timeless in a way that you could always bring these things up and just be like, the rent was too damn high 20 years ago.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like it's all of these things. It works so well as like compare and contrast to the previous album that we reviewed. Right. Whether that's both albums incorporating
Steel Tip Dove album.
Steel Tip Dove, like the portrait in the title, one of which is all portrait, and this one which is not a portrait. And then, you know, obviously this sort of like Def Jux lineage that you see in this one in comparison with the literal Anticon guy on this one. On the other one, the distinct gruff dark voices over this kind of very varied production.
I could not recommend. There's 40 people that I know that I could recommend this album to that I wouldn't necessarily be able to do with a lot of other underground shit. Like especially for the kind of age group and demographic that me as a person that came up around that kind of Def Jux, you know, even the guys who weren't as big like Masai Bay or whatever, like this album is going to speak to people like Ishmael Bennett. This album is going to speak to people who like still go back and listen to fucking Cannibal Ox or fucking, you know, I Phantom. Like I am fucking shocked how good of an artist Miles Cooke is just coming out the gate. It's not like his music output has been going on for a decade where he refined this. The writing is already immediately to a quality that makes me be like, well, I guess I don't want to rap anymore. It's like other people, you know, like sometimes I hear people, I'm like, oh, I want to get on that. But with him, I'm just like, how is he so just
album
precise? So precise. Like, man, And I want to also emphasize one thing about the production on this. Now, the songs kind of tonally, they in like vibe wise, they shift radically from song to song. But there is also a rich kind of cohesion in the album. It's a beautiful, like kind of short, like perfect listening time album. But because of the repeated producers, because the multiple Miles tracks, the multiple Jeff Markey track, shout out to Jeff Markey and for the swim back with Sketch, that album is so amazing. And also like the Roper Williams in Foul Monk. I almost said Camouflage Foul Monk. But because of that, the album has a kind of like a sonic cohesion that is also kind of tied together with the writing and Miles' voice that I just feel like, oh, this is a perfect I would call it like an EP more of a thing.
Yeah, 30
Even though,
minutes,
you know, it's like a short, sweet, perfect listen. Like this album, you can't go wrong. You just turn it on. You don't need to have a favorite song. Like go to your favorites. It's every single one of them hits.
Yeah.
Every single one of them is just.
I think when I first listened to it, like I ran it back like on repeat twice. I didn't even like. I was like, damn. I didn't even feel like an hour passed. You know. Me
too. The first time I listened to it, I was like, oh, it's done.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it was done until like track 2 came back around. Oh shit. Like, cause it was just like, wow. And I keep on pulling. And one of the things about it is like you could get something new out of the bars every single time, because almost every single bar is just something like super dope. There's not like a like, it's not like everything is like a clear through line, and sometimes there's, you know, connections, but like everything he says is. While I'm dancing, the news just broke. I'm batshit crazy, incessant, cagey, selected, chosen, few found favor.
It's like the
dancing
choice of
over
words.
Landmines.
It's just the choice of words.
Yeah.
Even the timing and the delivery on it.
Yeah.
It's so poetic, man.
Yeah.
I
Better
about,
Pledge, Filthy.
I think about the song. Where is it? Dismiss the fear of being you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I think that's
that first part, man. Like the first few, I'd say like 6 or 7 bars. Yeah, I got it right here. Thank you. Like I said it best when I said nothing. Echoes still paid a visit, vying for a new perspective. Time that I've faced the stigmas, sight of my own reflection, lines that I fed the village. You know, like it just keeps going, man. Crazy.
And also, once again, like just talented, like vignette painter in these situations, like. Often the images are not very literal, but you can really place that like moment in time, or the sort of figure, the narrator, or the sort of point of focus of the individual verses.
I found myself stuck in the interludes. Dismiss the fear of being you. Fucking hard.
Cause it's 9 to 5 to the pine box in spite of failed negotiations, win-loss, record breaker with disillusion, mutiny for all naysayers, bloodlust in the bank statement. Bro, fit for the land is selling freedom gospels. A king amongst the godless, Midas touched junk
scientist of squalor.
Bro, and of course we not doing it any justice with the delivery, but you go through any of these songs and it's just like goose step with the last vestiges, frequent antique future primitive treatment, ghost in the drum machine, electric sheep team lead. Ooh, bro. All right.
Yeah.
I'm a person that every time we do an album on here, I find reasons to like it. That's my whole approach for sharing the albums we do on here. You're not going to find us this year. You will find us talking about albums that I don't like, because I think we're going to introduce some of that to the show. But when it comes to like, I want to be very clear. This is like one of the best releases of the year already. I mean, it's like 10 days in. What was it? 17th?
20th.
The 20th. But this is incredible, and this is an album that I undoubtedly will give a lot more play. I've probably played this 20 times already. Not last night, but the night before last, I was out till like 2:30 just drinking outside and talking to random people and chilling here in Tokyo. And I had this on. Like, I probably played this already 20 times. It's amazing.
Out to Mega's wife and daughter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they was kind of upset when I came home drunk and yelling on the phone with my niece back in the States. But I also think that song, Dismiss the Fear of Being You, is also like an important part about like who Miles Cook is as an artist. Like, he's clearly countercultural to all of the type of tropes that are so prevalent in hip-hop music, that he subverts them without even really it doesn't seem like it's intentional for him to try to be different, like they're doing it this way, I want to do it this way. It just seems like, this is me, here goes fucking me. I'm not worried about what people think about the shit. And you don't make music like this unless it comes from you and you want to make music like this. Almost doesn't have any of the sonic qualities that you would get in like a top 50 rap songs of the year type of list. You compare this to even like the Tyler that came out, it's like so wildly different. And in terms of quality, like, I'm sure the Tyler is really good. I heard a few songs, but man, this to me meets the criteria for everything that I need from the best type of hip hop work. The production, the lyrics, the content, the undeniable fucking blackness of the politics and the ideas. Like, so ridiculously good this Miles Cook guy is. these New York kids, I call them kids, but they're grown people. I know Miles is close to my age actually.
Oh, what?
But yeah, we come from that Def Jux generation, I think.
Sure.
You know, he's a little younger than me, but like Hester Valentine, who Miles has, a project with, Sun Moondy, Shamar, Black Chai,
The whole Taste Grip crew, like One El Bulan, like all these New York cats. Like,
it's funny to hear somebody like a Joey Badass be like, yo, what happened in New York? What happened in New York rap? And I'm like, underground hip hop happened 30 years ago, bro. Hip hop went somewhere quietly beneath the fucking moss that a lot of y'all just didn't use for warmth. We had to get away from some of that shit. And this album exemplifies that. Like, oh my God, like, and the beat on the like,
talking heads told her how the Christmas blitz spun up that.
who's this one?
This is the devil part didn't change.
No. Who's beat?
Miles.
This is Miles.
Yeah.
Could only talk God
Those horns.
before I don't conjure an opponent.
So, I would have expected Sketch on one of the Jeff Markey beats because we've had that, but yeah.
Restructure the water system in the off chance the system slaughter is for a greater good.
Hold on, I want to pull up.
Like we're still caught up. I might the gospel chops and that'll justify the overtime. The masses need the
Justify the overtime. Sketch is a monster. That's an album we need this year too. We needed like a full-length sketch joint. Yeah, I don't know if it needs to be with Jeff Markey, but that would be phenomenal. But whoever he does it with, because last year he was killing features left and right. Yeah. Sketch on the what is it? The fucking Bloom Cycle joint, the Sleep Sinatra joint.
Yeah.
Sketch had a couple features last year. It's just like, can I just get 30, 45 minutes of just you figuring it out?
Can I get some more of that sketch?
Yeah, let me get some of that sketch. I got these podcasts, bro. Yeah. A Hail Mary, but the piss take. Christ found God. Yeah, bro. Come on, man.
At random, the ramblings of an atheist, the magic of a patriot, a scam by a child trained to see fireworks as abatement, so it's an amen.
I wish I left God out of it. On replay, been repentant for my evils. Breaking city limits, been a crisis. Flip like Atreides on the road to Damascus, cause our father.
Miles might be one of my favorite MCs right now, bro. Like, yeah, I gotta go back because I was taken back by how fucking ill he was. A lot of people told me he was dope. Just like Hester Valentine. People were telling me like, yo, in New York, like Hester's the one.
I think it might have been Sun Mundi who was like, Hester might be the best of us.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe it was Shamar that said that, but it's like someone as ill, someone as ill as a Shamar or a Sun Mundi.
Sun Mundi saying that means it's a different operating system, right? It's different. But like
The New York Times said God died. She was barely alive by Hail Mary, but the
fucking.
And to the brass.
Oh yeah, this one.
I love this album. We just kind of chilling now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, we're just kind of chilling now.
We
but
were
there's
in the Philippines. It was warm out there. It's cold in Tokyo.
Yeah,
like
man.
we're just trying to like be warm.
I
and
wasn't
hang out.
in the Philippines.
Could
I
have
was
been
fucking cold the whole time. Yeah, I could have been.
Could have.
But so beautiful this joint. This is a Miles beat too.
You can tell like the Miles beats. They're always like very lush and very clean, but at the same time, it's like dusty as fuck. You've got that vinyl crackle there, or with the sketch joint, like almost sounds like there's almost like a bit of like RZA circa 98 in there, like. There's this sort of like I could see ODB over some of these beats.
It's that dusty gutter shit.
Yeah, it's like but at the same time it's like it's lush, it's beautiful. There's like so much going on.
What do you say? My Tinder match, we fuck till the depression is gone.
Good times.
Rama is amazing. I love them so much. Black Box is my favorite EP of the year last year. I fucking love Black Box by Rama. They are just beautiful.
Gold in this bitch. Come on, let's get some gold in this bitch. I'm sick of brokeness shit.
Your local starving for attention artists seem to speak heat like they alarmists fold when they see how they treat the martyrs. Been clawing for the
Bro, that's hard. Support your local starving for attention artists. Seem to speak heat like they alarmists. Fold when they see how they treat the martyrs. Clawing for the opposite.
Hard.
Soon validation stole the oxygen. God, it keeps going.
My atheist God complex. On one hand, oh, so little I've accomplished. Let my ego do the talking.
Crazy.
Bad posture, the presentation mixed with something awful. My ordinary really be astounding. Most of these rappers be some hit dogs hollering, nose growing longer than their
A hit dog on holler.
so humbly.
Yo, he hits these like turn of phrases. Like the only other artist that I've really listened to that I think does that so tremendously is Prim. Prim Rock has
Prim Rock also, which like, that's a new sentence.
Yeah, but it's also like a play on like a common colloquial phrase, right?
Yes.
Like support your local starving artist, support your local starving for attention artist.
Economy, just amazing.
Mix the oil with water on Earth Day.
Damn.
Yeah, man, a hit dog holler. You know, like there's so many of these. Like, it's also one of the things that I thought that Doom did really well of taking like these colloquial phrases and kind of turning them to something else that has a similar yet radically different meaning, and it also being a new type of sentence. Yo, yeah, I'm starting to rate albums this year. This is 10 out of 10.
Hey.
I'm not really rating albums this year, but this is a 10 out of 10 to me. Like it succeeds on all levels. It's unlike anything I've really heard before, but similar enough to things that I love, that I see the lineage, I see the integrity, I see the art. And it's also just by like somebody who I am just looking forward to seeing their artistic journey continue.
Yeah, production's hard.
Yeah.
Bars are hard. Voice is dope.
Features are hard.
Features are hard. 30 minutes. Like you can't ask for more. Like personally, I can't ask for more on an album. It's dope.
Oh shit! I'm looking at the liner notes for the first time, right? And I'm seeing shit like, okay, yeah, it's not hyperbole. It's all here. It's all right fucking here.
Immediacy.
What does it say? This is the sacred surreal nexus point where Marguerite and MF Doom meet in an unintentional white label remix of Ginsberg's Howl. One of the best pens of his generation. Come on, man. This is that beat poet shit. I'm telling you, we're having a really serendipitous year. I was just bombing about the beat poets on the last recording that we did. Everything is perfect. Everything is empty and it runneth over.
You tapped in, man.
Yo, I'm having a good year this year.
Yeah,
Tell everybody. Tell all your friends that Mega is dope. Tell all your friends that Secret House is particularly dope. And yeah, join the Discord. Speak with us. Build with us. And we're going to be in the comments more this year, I promise. And maybe we'll create some Instagram reels and shit. But who knows? But yeah, check this one out. Link in the bio. Go put some money in the pockets. This is real dope underground independent art. This is the reason we do this show. So we can discuss the cats who are really bubbling. Because a lot of people don't know where hip-hop went quietly. Are we done?
I guess so.
Am I just rambling today for all of us? Like, am I bad?
Yeah, no, that's the vibe.
fine,
Okay.
We're chilling.
All right. I promise that I'll continue to do this in the future.
It's gonna take me a little bit to get back into it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm supposed to have a conversation with Sun Mundi next week. Video conversation. I wouldn't call it an interview, but I am going to ask some questions. But that's what I do to people when I meet them all the time on the street. So it's going to be more like a hang. But yeah, you'll see that come up on a timeline. I would really appreciate if y'all got us just to 2,000 followers. I know we would be pushed down by the AGO because of copyright strikes.
Yeah,
We're
getting there.
Yeah, this year we're doing a little bit more. We'll discuss all that stuff in the update video.
With no effort, bring the rain into every animal. Go figure. That's pessimism, but the Pollyanna routine remedy. Cause ain't no time left for a trial run. What did you think would be the outcome?